Well, hello YouTube, and how is everybody today? Hope you're all doing pretty good on this beautiful spring day. Sun's out. It's not the warmest day, upper 60s, something like that. Not quite 70, but it's sunny and it's pretty, and it's definitely becoming springtime quickly. I'm out today on a little mission. I'm in a place called McAndrews, Kentucky, up in a little road called Ball Fork. And this goes way on up in there. It's a really quiet little community, you know, out in the country, up in a little holler. And if anybody's ever curious, I get that question a lot. What's a holler? This is a classic holler right here. You know, you've got mountains on both sides, one little skinny road that goes up in between them, and houses in the little wide spots. But we're not here for the houses or the little wide spots. We're here for up here. As some of y'all know, from time to time, we do a series that we call Lost Lives, which is basically when viewers like yourselves ask us to locate and video a grave for them. That could be a grandmother that they never met, or asking to see their mom's grave one last time. You know they'll never see her grave again because of age, illness, or whatever the case may be. So they'll ask us to do it for them. And we haven't done one in a while, so today we're going to do one. First though, I wanted to give some attention to one of our other subscribers, a guy named Ken Riley. He's retiring after 50 years in the same place. Ken, your wife Jennifer asked me to do that, by the way, and I was happy to do it. From one to another, happy retirement, my friend. Just remember, try to remember that retirement isn't the end of your journey. It's when a brand new, unexpected adventure begins, if you let it. Thank you for the support, Ken. But now back to our story. Another subscriber left a message a while back on one of our videos. And to be honest, we knew we saved the message, but we couldn't find it. And recently we ran across it again, so here we are today. It's a request from a man that used to live here, but moved away many years ago. He wants me to find and video the cemetery his family's graves are in, document them, and add them to Find a Grave for himself and for future generations of his family that, you know, obviously won't be born here. So that's what the plan is today. Now, he left some directions that got me here pretty good. So I guess our quest today is to find and document the Blackburn family of Stone, Kentucky. And while we're out here, I'm going to go ahead. It's not a very big cemetery. I glanced around just a little bit. I'm pretty sure that I've already located the particular grave in question that we're talking about. I'm pretty sure that's it right there. But anyway, let me get my phone out real quick. It's in my other pocket, sorry. You'd think I'd be better prepared for this, but too many things going on at once. You know how it is, trying to find these places is usually challenge enough. Anyway, I'll paraphrase the message that he sent to me. Hey Leo, if you're ever at Ball Fork and Stone, I was wondering maybe if you could drop by and document my family's graves. Blackburn, third driveway on the left. Let's see, chain link fence. My grandpa was in the Korean War, and he actually went in the tail end of World War II. And I'd love to have them on Find a Grave. I don't know how to do it. The old home has been sold, and I now no longer live in the area. Just if you get a chance and maybe want to help a fellow hillbilly out. Thank you, sir. Well, I would be happy to help a fellow hillbilly out. I would be more than happy to. So that's what we're out here doing today. We're helping a fellow hillbilly out. And you never know, we get comments on our videos all the time. You know, you showed my grandmother's grave or whatever, Mom's, and you know, I haven't seen it in decades. You know, so you know, a couple of those comments can make a whole lot of running looking for things, you know, worthwhile. You know, makes it seem, you get where I'm going. Just a couple of those is all it takes, one or two people, and you kind of see what you're doing a little bit clearer. As always with all cemeteries, once Heather starts going through and, you know, starts looking up old documentation and death certificates and military records and you know, whatever she runs across when she does her magic, like I said, there's always very interesting stories to be seen and heard here. So we'll be doing all of that, you know, documenting the grave, going to the graves, the Blackburn graves that I'm looking for. There's two in question. I'm pretty sure it's the bottom one. 10% chance it's the upper one. We'll go with that. As you can see, there's a road. There's another section of it up here. The road goes up here and then comes back in. But we're just going to go up the hill. It's not that big. Let's see, that's a plot. You can see the boundary around it. Over here, these are the graves in question right here. There's only a few Blackburns here that I found. There may be more unmarked, but there's only a few that have stones. So here they are. But this is Eugene Blackburn, August 24th, 1931 to August 3rd of 1992. Beloved Dad and Papa. Over here we have, let me get up here by the wall, Grant Blackburn in a double. This is the double here with has a boundary around it. So it's a husband and wife. This is Grant Blackburn, 1907 to 1973, and Bertie Blackburn, 1910 to 1999. I always thought about that, you know, the whole 1900s is, you know, it was an interesting time to live. You saw a lot of things. You go from 1910 to 1999, you saw the entire planet change. You went from a horse, you went from riding a horse or walking up and down this holler, and by 1999 you owned a car. Totally different world. Paved roads. There's one. Wait a minute. Aha. Here we go. This is it. He does have a military. That answers the question right there. Let me pick some of this off just a little bit around while I'm... Eugene Blackburn, U.S. Navy, 1931 to August 3rd, 1992. That's the military plate. We found him. You gave good directions. Third driveway on the left. Kind of hard to mess that up. Although I have messed up some easy directions before. And y'all know how hillbillies are. Y'all know how our directions are. You go down here till you see a brown dog. And then you turn left. That's just how we operate. That's how our directions are. Certainly a unique little graveyard, isn't it? I've been to a lot of them over the years. And it just looks unique. Which I guess they're all one of a kind. You know, here in West Virginia, there are very few that are, you know, just the traditional cookie cutter, you know, cemetery graveyards you see, you know, where all the flat country is, where you can just lay everything out in pretty neat little rows. You can't really do pretty neat little rows in this kind of terrain, though, can you? You do what you can do, which is the way it's been for hillbillies since the beginning, I suppose. You know, you take what you got and you do the best with it. Do the best you can. That's all you can do, though, isn't it? But I suppose either way, guys, we have came out today. We've covered the whole graveyard. We found the grave we were looking for, documented the rest of it, and had a pretty good day doing it. Enjoyed bringing you guys along, too. Thank you for coming along with us, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Leo out.